Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the significance of ICC arbitration over the delayed toll adjustments. Our road safety reminder in the Young Street Smarts portion centers on what to do when one encounters a broken white center line. This week's Buying to Pers will be about the illegal use of mobile phones while driving. Showcase this week shall have the midsize SUV from Toyota, the Fortuner GRS 2.8 4x4 AT. While for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series Round 3.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push. To the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Is the LTFRB having problems getting applications for Transport Network Vehicle Service franchises? The question is being asked after it reopened and extended the period for new applications.
The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board has announced that it will reopen scheduling for appointments to applicants for Transport Network Vehicle Service franchises. The LTFRB said it will accept new TNVS applications on a first-come, first-served basis until June 17, 2022. The reason given for the new call for applications is that many of the initial applications it received were rejected for lack of complete requirements. Last April 30, the LTFRB had begun accepting new applications for TNVS franchises after the board issued a resolution to allow 7,870 units to be accredited to operate under transport network companies. Of the total, 7,000 slots will be allocated to the National Capital Region, 220 to Region 3, 500 for Region 5, and 150 for Region 6. The LTFRB said those whose online applications were rejected for not submitting complete requirements need to create new accounts using new email addresses to avoid possible problems using old email addresses.
Some observers note that the renewed call for applications may indicate lukewarm interest for operating as TNVS partner of Transport Network Companies or TNCS, such as Grab. Meanwhile, don't be surprised to see brand new trains running empty on the LRT-1.
The LRT-1 is moving closer towards commercial operations of the fourth generation trains acquired as part of modernization plans of the commuter train. Light Rail Manila Corporation The operator and maintenance provider of the LRT-1 revealed that the new trains are undergoing dynamic test runs on the existing track to demonstrate their reliability and performance. According to LRMC Chief Operating Officer Enrico Benipayo, the new trains will run along the LRT-1 during off-peak hours and weekends. The trial run simulate regular commercial operations to make sure that the new trains are safe for the passengers once put them into commercial service, Benipayo said. The LRT-1 has acquired 30 fourth-generation trains which consist of 4 light rail vehicles each. The new trains have a capacity of 1,300 passengers and a maximum design speed of 70 km per hour. Manufactured by Mitsubishi Corporation and Construcciones y Auxiliar de Ferrocarriles of Spain. The trains will need to complete a total of 1,000 kilometers of dynamic tests before allowed into commercial use. The LRMC expects the first fourth-generation trains to enter the commercial operations on the LRT-1 by the end of May.
The commercial operation of the fourth-generation trains is expected to further allow the LRT-1 to increase daily ridership. Continuing, commuters from Cavite will have to wait a couple more years before they can benefit from a train service into Manila.
The Light Rail Manila Corp reports that work on the 11.7-kilometer Cavite extension of the Light Railway Transit 1 is now 70% complete. However, the LRMC estimates that completion and full operation of the LRT-1 extension from the Baclaran station in Parañaque to Bacoor in Cavite is targeted for 2024. During a recent press briefing, LRMC President Juan Alfonso said that following the completion of the viaduct, the electromechanical upgrade of the railway and the installation of new rails have started. Alfonso also cited other accomplishments of the LRT, including the 7 billion pesos upgrading of the 30-year-old signaling system of the country's oldest elevated railway. According to the LRMC president, the new Alstom signaling system allows for safer and faster train operations, reducing the headway or the time it takes to wait between trains at station to around 2.5 minutes.
To be fair to the LRMC, the LRT-1 Cavite Extension project only broke ground in September of 2019, right before the COVID-19 pandemic slowed economic activities down. And finally, the government has been resolute in pushing the PUV modernization program and in ensuring the transport sector survived the pandemic. This did not go unnoticed.
A group of modern jeepney and UV operators has written a letter thanking President Rodrigo Duterte and the Department of Transportation for programs that benefited the transport sector and the riding public. The open letter addressed to the President thanked his administration for pursuing the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, as well as the Libreng Sakay under the Service Contracting Program during the pandemic. The letter, signed by 25 members representing various cooperatives in Metro Manila, was posted by the DOTR's Facebook page. The group also cited the benefits modern PUV operators enjoyed, such as lower operational and maintenance expenses through the Fleet Management System, Automatic Fare Collection System, and the Global Positioning System that the DOTR encouraged. The modern PUV operators also pointed out that the programs benefited not only the transport sector but also the riding public, especially during the pandemic when transportation was severely limited. They thanked the President and the DOTR for continuing to implement the SCP and the Libreng Sakay program even with COVID-19 restrictions being eased, helping them cope with the steep rise in fuel prices and other commodities.
Although let's face it, the PUV modernization program has its share of pros and cons. Those are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The government has maintained silence over the Light Rail Manila Corp seeking International Chamber of Commerce arbitration over delays in toll adjustments as stipulated in the concession agreement. Motoring Forum discusses the significance of this development.
The incoming administration of President-elect Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. faces many challenges. Among these challenges that may have repercussions in plans to continue with public-private partnership program is a request for arbitration before the International Chamber of Commerce filed by the Light Rail Manila Corporation or LRMC. The LRMC is a private operator and maintenance provider of the Light Rail Transit Line 1 or LRT-1. It is a joint venture of Metro Pacific Investment Corp., AC Infrastructure Holding Corp., Sumitomo Corporation, and Macquarie Infrastructure Holdings PH. According to news reports based on disclosures to the stock exchange made by MPIC, the LRMC has filed a request for arbitration with ICC over its disputes with the Department of Transportation and its attached agency, the Light Rail Transport Authority. The DOTR and the LRT are signatories to the 32-year concession agreement granted to LRMC to manage and operate the Light Rail Transit Line 1. News reports said LRMC is seeking to recover around 2.67 billion pesos in compensation for losses resulting from delays in the implementation of fare adjustments as stipulated in the schedule specified in the concession agreement. The reports quoted MPIC as saying the request pertains to the adjustment of the approved fare for the years 2016, 2018, and 2020, and LRMC claims for compensation relating to the grantor's contractual obligation to compensate LRMC for the difference between the stipulated fare and the approved fare based on the schedule provided in the CA, following the grantor's inaction on LRMC's application for the adjustment based on the CA. The MPIC was also quoted as saying the request for arbitration before the ICC covers the losses, costs, and expenses incurred by LRMC for the grantor's failure to deliver to LRMC the required numbers of light rail vehicles that meets the stipulated technical requirements under the CA and the structural defects on the existing LRT1 system, both of which are required to ensure that the LRMC is able to provide a safe, efficient, and reliable service to the public as required under the CA. The reports added that despite compliance with applicable legal requirements and after exerting best efforts to amicably discuss the foregoing claims to the grantors, LRMC has not received any offer from the DOTR and the LRTA. The outgoing administration President Duterte has been officially mum about the request for ICC arbitration reportedly filed by the LRMC. However, news reports quoted an LRTA representative saying that the LRTA cannot yet issue a statement on the matter, as it still not received a copy of the request for arbitration, and after which LRTA shall confer with the DOTR and the Office of the Government Corporate Counsel. How the ICC proceeds with a request for arbitration from LRMC against the DOTR and the LRTA should be of interest to other private groups with similar concession agreements with government agencies. These could include other private concessionaires of light rail transit systems as well as operators of tollways which have been long dealing with the problem of delayed fare and toll adjustments. Also of interest is how the incoming government will deal with the problem. Already, the economic team of the president-elect has indicated that it will encourage public-private partnerships for infrastructure and other vital projects.
Apparently, the outgoing administration is leaving it up to the incoming one to deal with the issues that the LRT1 are facing over the government's non-compliance with its concession agreement. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today. Now we have this week's valuable motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
Katulad ng pinapakita sa animation, broken white center lines separate the movement of traffic on multi-lane roads. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay bawal kang dumaan sa gitna o sa mismong linya. But if you're crossing it to overtake or to change lanes, then just keep in mind na ang mga sasakyan na nasa kabilang lane ay may right of way. So, wait for your turn.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Spying Chuper this week.
Payong super lang kaibigan, ako si Marlon, isang kapwa nyo super. Habang nagmamaneho, kailangan buo ang atensyon mo at hindi gulo-gulo.
Ang cellphone ay isa ng malaking bahagi sa buhay ng tao. Halos lahat ay meron at gumagamit nito. Pero sana kapag tayo ay nagmamaneho, tigilan muna natin ang paggamit ng cellphone. Paalala lang, sa pagmamaneho kailangan ang iba yung konsentrasyon. Kapag ikaw ay nagtetelepono, ang isip mo ay wala sa iyong pagmamaneho at ito ay maaaring maging rason para magkaroon ng aksidente.
Kung ayaw mong mamultahan o maaksidente, huwag kang gumamit ng cellphone habang nagmamaneho. Si Marlon Goodmalin, payong super lang kaibigan mula sa isang kapwa nyo super.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
When we do what we love and love what we do, work is play. Ford Ranger. Live the Ranger life.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsport is next. We start with the latest news and developments.
In motorsports news, Richard Gallardo was overall champion of the third round of the 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series held at the R33 Drift Track in San Simon, Pampanga. Gallardo recorded the quickest cumulative time of 1 minute and 13.86 seconds from his best runs on track A and B, improving on a second overall finish in the previous round of the 2022 PAX held at the Batangas Racing Circuit. Coming in second overall with a cumulative time of 1 minute and 18.07 seconds was Benedict Perico, who was fifth overall in the previous round. Third overall with a time of 1 minute and 18.22 seconds was Joe Ren Gilhumali. Rounding out the top 5 are Jen Colina in fourth with a cumulative time of 1 minute and 18.40 seconds, and Martina Sofia Munoz in fifth with a time of 1 minute and 20.10 seconds. Jory Gilhumali earned championship honors in the novice category with Martina Sofia Munoz coming in second. Rounding out the top 5 drivers in the novice category are Arnold Javier, third, Romel Aguilera, fourth, and Smilyon Chua, fifth.
More on the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. The 2022 Philippine Autocross Championship Series is heating up with round 3 held at the R33 Drift Track in San Simon. Race Weekend takes us to the action on one of the favorite tracks for grassroots racing.
Okay, we're here at R33 for round 3 of the Philippine Autocross. It's a hot and sunny day and maganda naman yung turnout natin. Para sa mga gusto sumali, pwede naman kayong mag-drop by. Marami rin tayo mga bagong muka, saka mga bata na sumasali ngayon. That's a good sign for us for the motorsport. Sana tuloy-tuloy lang tayo sa mga pakarera natin lahat.
Ang nag-introduce sa akin mag-race is yung dad ko talaga. Before ako mag-race, yung daddy ko talaga yung nag-race. So, nakita niya na nagustuhan ko yung racing. Kaya, ginawa na namin siyang family bonding. For now, ang competitor ko is myself. I want to exceed yung sarili ko. Gusto ko ma-reach ko yung limit na kung hanggang saan ko kaya. And wala naman akong inaanong competitor dito kasi gusto ko lang mag-improve sa skills ko.
Yes, I'm Dick Perico and yung team ko is C Auto Performance. Wala, enjoy lang. Huwag masyadong seryosohin kasi mas masarap paglaro pag ine-enjoy mo.
For those of you who want to join, you can use modified, you can use stock cars, you can use your daily cars. All you have to do is go to Philippine Autocross Championship Series, message us, and we will answer you on how to start to join us here at the racetrack.
Motorsport is roaring back to life after the long slumber brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns. Race Weekend promises to cover as much of the action at grassroots events as possible. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. This edition of Showcase takes a look at the latest flagship model of Toyota's best-selling mid-size SUV, the Fortuner GRS 2.8 4x4 automatic.
The Toyota Fortuner has been a fixture in the top rankings of the mid-size SUV segment since it was first introduced locally, most of the time at the very summit. That comes from continually adding and improving on features inside and out, and on providing what Fortuner owners and would-be owners want, always adding value to the product already filled with value. The latest upgrade has been given the GR treatment. That's for Gazoo Racing, Toyota's motorsports development arm. That treatment didn't affect the overall dimensions of the Toyota Fortuner GRS 2.8 4x4 AT. Like others in the Fortuner lineup, the GRS variant is listed by Toyota at 4,795mm long, 1,855mm wide, and 1,835mm tall. The GR exterior treatment is mainly cosmetic. There's the GR badge, unobtrusively added to the mesh-type front grille with a bi-tone finish. Then there's the GR Design 18-inch alloy wheels with the machine cut finish that comes with 265/60 R18 tires. Also distinguishing it from other Fortuners is the back door garnish that is the same color as the body paint. The same is true of the outside door handles. The Fortuner GRS shares with the Fortuner LTDs the same split-type LED headlamps and all LED daytime running lights with line guide, sequential front turn signal lamps, and front fog lamps. The rear lamps features a combination of LED with line guide, sequential signal, and bulb light. The GRS also features black and chrome door belt molding, front and rear mudguards, roof rail, and the blacked out rear view mirrors with welcome lamp that power adjust and fold. More cosmetic changes were done to the interior too. Suede plus leather for seat upholstery and trim. Smoke silver metallic, matte carbon, and red stitching accent the instrument panel, center cluster, and door trims. Then there's the GR badge and the leather-wrapped steering wheel that also comes with paddle shifter and controls for the multi-information display and cruise control. The steering wheel tilts and telescopes, which is great for getting the preferred driving position for comfort or performance. Both driver and front seat passenger enjoy 8-way power adjusting seats. The second row seat for 3 split 60/40, slides and reclines and comes with one-touch tumble function to allow for easy ingress and egress to and from the third row seating for 2. The center armrest also adds to comfort if only 2 occupy the second row. The third row seat splits 50/50, can be reclined and feature easy space up function to increase luggage space in the back. The GRS comes with all of the comfort and convenience as well as smart connectivity features of the latest Fortuners. These include smart keyless entry and push start system, dual zone auto climate control, as well as power windows and auto up-down function and jam protection and speed sensing door locks. The rear tailgate also opens and closes electronically. A kick sensor makes for hands-free opening and closing of the tailgate, which can come in handy. The GRS shares with other higher-end 4x4 Fortuners that infotainment system that comes with an 8-inch display audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Smart Device Link, as well as AM/FM radio, Bluetooth, and USB, voice command, as well as a JBL 9 speaker system. The GRS treatment is more than cosmetic when it comes to ride and handling performance. The Fortuner GRS is powered by Toyota's 1GD FTV high diesel engine. This is a 2,755 4-cylinder inline 16-valve DOHC diesel engine with variable nozzle turbo and air-cooled intercooler. This provides a Fortuner 204 PS and 500 Nm of torque, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and with a 4x4 drivetrain. The Fortuner GRS is both comfortable and capable in on paved byways and highways and unpaved roads and trails. The 4x4 drivetrain comes with differential lock with auto disconnect function. And in these days of diesel costing nearly as much or more than gasoline, depending on the whims of oil companies, the Fortuner GRS comes with 2 drive modes, Eco and Sport. Eco being more important for everyday driving, Sport coming in handy for weekend adventures. The GR treatment comes to 4 in the suspension and the brakes. The Fortuner GRS suspension got upgraded with monotube shock absorbers for the double wishbones up front and the multi-link system in the rear. The brake system uses ventilated discs on all 4 wheels along with GR brake calipers. The GRS powertrain and chassis provide both a comfortable and confident ride for a mid-size SUV that is, on varied road conditions including off-road. This is helped along by a power steering system with variable flow control that make turning the wheel feel light when going slow and progressively harder with speed. Also adding to confidence are the passive and active safety features that come standard in every Fortuner. Anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist. Vehicle stability control with traction control, hill start assist. The GRS is also fitted with Toyota Safety Sense, an advanced collision prevention system that includes pre-collision system, lane departure alert, and adaptive cruise control, as well as blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. Also added for safety and security in the Fortuner GRS are 3-point ELR seatbelts for 7, with seatbelt reminder and pre-tensioner and adjustable seatbelt anchors for driver and front passenger, child restraint system using ISOFIX and tether anchors, child lock in rear doors, the Toyota vehicle security system featuring an immobilizer and alarm.
There's a lot to like in the Toyota Fortuner 2.8 GRS 4x4 automatic, and it should help the Fortuner remain the best-selling model in its segment. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
The return of the Autofocus multi-brand Summer Test Drive Festival drew hundreds daily over to the concert ground of the SM Mall of Asia. After an absence of 2 years brought about by lockdowns prompted by the global COVID-19 pandemic, the annual Autofocus Summer Test Drive returned with Motul as official partner and presenter.
First, we would like to thank Sunshine TV for inviting us to be a big part dito sa 2022 Autofocus Test Drive Festival. And to all the avid customers, yung mga parokyano, I would invite you to try and to feel the technology ni Motul because we're offering nothing but the best.
Hot sunny days or intermittent rains didn't stop car enthusiasts and would-be buyers from heading over to the festival site to check out and experience driving the latest models from the 9 participating automakers and distributors. These include relative newcomers in the local automotive market like Changan, GAC, Geely, and MG.
Here at Changan, we are offering here at the STV Autofocus Test Drive event our exciting 3 models. We've got the Alsvin subcompact sedan right here. We also have our exciting and latest baby here, our CS35 Plus and our CS75 Plus. What's great about our products is we offer modern features, premium features, but not at a premium cost.
I guess over the last few days, we've done more than 100 test drives already, which is really good for us. We get to showcase our brand. We get to show the people, or the Filipino people, about our cars. I believe our GS4 is the best, this one here. Right, our subcompact SUV. It's light, it has a nice stylish exterior, a powerful yet quiet engine, which all culminates in a very comfortable and smooth ride. Also, we have the mid-size SUV, the GS8, another subcompact SUV, the GS3. We also have MPV, the GN6, and our luxury minivan, the GN8, available for test drive.
Right now, what we have here is the GDM Grand, which is a subcompact sedan. We also have the GDO Cavango, which is our mid-size SUV 7-seater. And we also have the Geely Coolray, which is our best-selling subcompact SUV crossover in the market.
Well, available here at the MG booth, where we always say expect extraordinary, we have a roster of MG cars, which we like to think are deliver on 3 key values. It has British heritage, it offers modern technology, and attainable price points. Now, what are we talking about? We have the ZS, which is, I think, heads a lot of the recognition that the MG brand has been known for. The ZS is a crossover SUV, and it is now available at 18,000 all-in low down payment. From April until June 30. So that's 18,000 low down payment for a ZS. We also have popular MG5 sedan model. It is now on promo. So if you purchase it through cash, you can avail of it at 598,888. So that's the MG5 sedan, and we also have in our roster the RX-5, the MG6, and the recently launched MG HS, which is a crossover SUV, recently launched, and the entry-level price for this beautiful 5-seater SUV is 1.258888 with a lot of features.
Also to be found at the 4-day festival were the latest offerings from more established automotive brands in the country like Isuzu, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Suzuki, and Toyota. Some taking advantage of the 4-day festival to offer additional discounts and freebies.
First, we have our LCV. We have the all-new Isuzu MU-X, and we also have the all-new Isuzu D-Max. But on top of that, since we are Isuzu, we also included our commercial vehicles. First up is the Isuzu Travis, our best-selling light commercial trucks, ideal for the SMEs and for the last-mile deliveries. And also we have our newly launched Isuzu Smoother, the NLR 85E with automated manual transmission. So we want our visitors here, the families, businessmen, or anyone to test drive also our commercial vehicles, because we feel that this pandemic, this type of truck really helped them to boost their business.
So we're here at the Mitsubishi Motors booth, wherein we have 4 cars in store for our customers. We have the practical Mitsubishi Mirage, we have the newly launched Mitsubishi Expander, the commanding presence of the Montero Sport, and of course the versatile pickup truck, the Mitsubishi Strada. Showcased in our booth are the top-of-the-line variants for all products that are here in our booth. We're offering actually special discounts per specific variant, but in general, there's an additional 5,000 for those who will be reserving today.
We would like to congratulate Mr. Butch Gamboa and Ms. Jenny for another successful event here at SM Mall of Asia. Nissan launched new and fresh innovative models in 2021 and will be launching more in 2022. We are very happy that our customers were able to test drive and experience Nissan Intelligent Mobility with the Terra, Navara, Almera, and Leaf here at the Autofocus Test Drive Festival. We would like to invite our customers to visit your nearest Nissan dealership to experience Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Remember, test drive before you buy.
As you can see here, customers get the chance to drive 6 of our cars, especially our newly launched Celerio model. We also have fun activities for you and your kids through Suzuki Safety Scouts, exciting promos and games that will definitely make your visit worthwhile.
All our well-loved models are here. We do have the Espresso coming from the smallest. We also have our recently launched model, which is the Celerio. We also have the Desire. For our 7-seaters, we have the Ertiga here, the XL7 as well, and of course, the Jimny is also here. Only for this 4-day event, we are giving special discount, additional discount on top of the regular scheme that we are having in the dealership. Specifically on models such as the Espresso, the Ertigas, the XL7, and the Desire as well.
That we are here with various models of our Toyota Gazoo Racing. So right now, in front of us, we have the GR Yaris on display, but also we have several GRS units for test drive. So first, we have the Corolla Cross GRS, which is also a hybrid unit. And of course, newly launched, very, very fresh. We are bringing out the Toyota Rush GRS. So
A short but comprehensive course was laid out to give test drivers the opportunity to experience firsthand the interior comforts and conveniences, as well as handling and performance of their dream vehicles. Those who wanted to test the cars in real traffic situations were also allowed, properly accompanied by, of course, a respective team member from auto companies to drive around the streets of the MOA complex. The festival provided opportunities for auto enthusiasts and would-be buyers to discover new automotive and smart technologies of the latest models in the local market.
It feels great. Actually, ngayon ko first time akong drive nito. Hindi ko ramdam yung engine. Actually, sabi ni Sir, pure electric pa lang siya, which is nakakabilib. Ang isa pang nalaman ko is yung regenerative braking niya.
The festival also opened eyes of many to how new car brands and models in the market stacked up against the more established brands.
It's new to the market, so it's really interesting. So looks like it will fit what we are trying to look for a new vehicle.
This is my first time to drive Chinese automobile, so it really break my stigma when it comes to Chinese vehicle brand. The materials come so premium and it feels so nice.
Hey, can you tell us about your experience driving this Geely?
Sobrang feeling mayaman kasi yung look ng car and then yung mga specs po niya sa parang first time ko makapag-drive ng ganito, high-end siya.
And you are test driving the all-new Nissan Almera. How do you find the vehicle, sir?
Ganda ng handling.
Ganda ng handling.
And ganda rin din siya sa lubak, hindi siya ganun feel. Actually, kotse, naiintindihan mo na malubak, hindi naman siya SUV, pero ganda handling, maganda sa lubak.
Some came to try out models like the Isuzu Travis that they could use for business.
Okay, so you have a very interesting vehicle that you chose to test drive today. We're talking about the Isuzu Travis. Are you a business owner? Are you planning to purchase?
Planning to get a business soon. Yeah, so just test driving this, so I have an idea on how it feels when I have the business. Nakakagulat kasi akala ko mabagal pero malakas ang hatak and mukhang good for the money siya kung business owner ka.
Brand loyalists also had the chance to take a look at totally new or upgraded models.
First of all, I'm currently an Expander user and I wanted to see how the looks have really changed from the first generation and then for this one. So far, I really love it and they have really improved almost everything from the exterior until the interior. So I just really love this new vehicle. And after seeing this, I might want to buy another one even though I already have one.
Many brought children along to see how the entire family fits comfortably inside their dream purchase.
How do you like the performance of the vehicle on our course?
Okay siya, lalo na sa obstacle, uneven. Very responsive yung throttle tsaka yung sa shocks. Okay siya.
The Autofocus Multi-Brand Summer Test Drive Festival was successful in fulfilling the objective of helping bring together car buyers and automotive companies in a very accessible and convenient venue conducive for closing deals.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 35th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Happy motoring!